Hey there, welcome back to Supercharged Fridays 215 episode of live streaming right here on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. If you're tuning in, as always, you know the drill, especially if it's not your first time. Drop in, say hello in the comments. How are you doing? How's the week been? It's Friday, yet another Friday. And if you're tuning in for the first time, very warm welcome right here to Supercharged Fridays. If we haven't met before, my name is Sonal. I am a career strategist and former HR director. And what I do essentially is help people who are going through career change, job change, and help them to make this transition as smooth and that landing as smooth as possible. And I do this through coaching programs, both one on one and group. I do this through digital courses, online, PDFs, courses, as well as content, which is on my podcast, my YouTube channel, and of course, sharing on social media, just like what I'm doing right now. I've been doing this for 4 years and 2 months. And it is an honor, it is a pleasure to be able to help people. So as always, this is sort of an open office hours. If you have any questions, anything you're struggling with, anything that you need a perspective on, do share that in the comments. I'd love to see if I can help you. Don't know how long I'll be live for. We'll try for a few minutes. I always say that, and it tends to be pretty unpredictable. So it could be, several minutes, could be a half an hour, could be longer. That's okay. This is something that is blocked in my calendar. So let us get going. Thank you for tuning in. Tell me where you're tuning in from, especially if you are new here to Supercharged Fridays. I'd love to welcome you. And at the same time, I'm going to switch on because sometimes I notice that I am missing some comments. So I'm going to switch on LinkedIn on my laptop because this has been happening a lot lately that I've been missing comments. Thank you for tuning in. Tell me which city are you tuning in from. Thank you for being here, Seema. Nigeria is in the house. Negotiation tactics. I'm so glad you liked that video. I appreciate the feedback. And yeah, let us get right into it. What specifically would you like help with? And let us give you the help that you need. Okay. Okay. For some reason, I know that LinkedIn is working, so that's a good thing. It seems to be a bit quiet. We have a question here already, so we are going to get right in. Okay. I have some proof that LinkedIn is working. Thank you, Tim, for for the confirmation. Dallas, Texas is in the house. Thank you for being here. Okay. Welcome, Tim. Good to have you. Haven't seen you here before. So let us get right into the questions. So the first question I have here is from Seema. Seema, where are you tuning in from? Please let us know. You got a verbal offer, which is too low. First of all, you got an offer. Congratulations. Okay. Let us not always look. I got an offer. It's good news, but no, sure. You got an offer. Stop. Let me congratulate you. Okay. Because we tend to skip on that part. The offer is too low. Lower than what I was thinking. I gave my range before, but and my range was higher. I agreed to the intent of the offer, and it may come on Monday. The company is good, but the offer is low. The percentage hike on my current salary is below market standards, and I know there is definitely bandwidth but the recruiter won't budge. I don't know. I understand. I don't know why they don't budge sometimes. So first of all, Seema, why did you? I would like to know. Ask yourself, why did you agree to it if the offer was lower? Because the fact that you gave a range doesn't mean you were negotiating. They were just kind of understanding a little bit about you and what would be acceptable to you. They do keep most of the time. They do keep a little bit in their pocket for exactly these kind of scenarios. So I would highly recommend that before you sign anything, make sure you have a small list of demands and you ask nicely and you give them this proof that according to your research that this is a little bit below market standards and you'd be happy if it were at this standard and you'd be able to sign immediately. Watch my salary negotiation videos. That's exactly what I teach on my YouTube channel, right? I understand they're low and I don't know where they're coming from. Obviously, I'm not them, right? Nobody is forcing you to accept. In the future, just remember, if you found something low, do not agree verbally to it. Say, thank you so much. Can I take it and can I study it for a couple of days? And then go back and give them your counter offer. You have some power. Do not think that you don't. Okay, companies are hungry and thirsty for talent, which is very difficult to find. Very difficult to find. I know this. I worked in HR for many years. And this is a struggle that we had for a very long time. Yeah, you're tuning in from Bangalore. Good luck. Good luck with everything. I understand you're not working today. Yeah. And sometimes people take advantage of that because you got laid off and they think, you got to focus on what you bring to the table. And Seema, if you go to my YouTube channel in the salary negotiation playlist, I have a video which is all about this question. Can I negotiate if I'm a new grad? Can I negotiate if I got laid off? Can I negotiate if I'm in the middle of a career break? Can I negotiate if I'm changing careers? Answer to all of that is yes. Yes, you may. Yes, you can. Does it mean they'll accept it all the time? No, of course not. There are no guarantees here. But focus on what you bring to the table. And I highly recommend that you watch that video. In fact, I highly recommend that you go and binge watch my YouTube channel. It is made for exactly these type of scenarios. All right. I wish you the best. And if you can, if you're not too tied up, please come back next Friday and tell us how it went. I like following the, these kind of stories. I like following up and knowing what happens, and not like one shot. And then, you disappear and you're, out in the world and you're doing your own thing, which is also fine, which is fine. But it'll be nice to have a little bit of closure to the story. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. Hi, Risto. You are in Finland. What is the city that you wrote? I wasn't able to quite see that. Savonlinna. How is that going? How is that going? Just got a surprise. Okay, yeah. Take care. Take care. Have a great time with your friends. Thank you for being here as always. I really appreciate your support. Hi, Chetan. What's happening? How can you tackle a question such as we only provide a percentage of X to X hike and it is below market average as per Glassdoor? Okay. Yeah. I understand, Chetan. It's a little bit similar to what I said earlier to Seema, right? Focus on what you do bring to the table. What you do bring to the table. Tell them why you deserve more. Okay. If you want to get into more specifics, if you want to get a little bit more like prescriptive information, I have a salary negotiation scripts guide exactly to counter arguments when they say, sorry, we don't have a budget, sorry, our hands are tied, sorry, we only do this or this or this. What do you say? I made this script back in March 2022. So this is way before ChatGPT, because a friend of mine had reached out and had a similar problem. She was in Delhi and she wanted my help. And I helped her to craft an email, and that helped her to get a 40% increase. So I was like, wow, why should my friend only get this, right? This should be available to everyone. So this is on my website. Check that out. I think if you just go to superchargeyourself.com/negotiation scripts or something, you'll get it. Just go to my website and check out Work With Me. But take advantage of the free resources on the YouTube channel. I'm sure they'll help you. But if you want to get specific, step by step, that would be a perfect guide for you. Seema, that would be a good guide for you as well. I think, they'll give you the offer letter because they want to agree with the intent. I do understand. So you have to make sure that you don't agree with the offer of intent. Because if you say yes to the offer of intent and then you say something else to the contract, it's a little bit more paperwork for them. It can be a little bit annoying. It's better to be upfront and be honest upfront, right? All right. Good luck with everything. Hi there. I am leaving the Middle East and going back to India due to health concerns. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't have any offer currently. I have a daughter, wife, parents to take care of. I want to take a break and improve my health. Of course, that's okay. You don't need my permission. If you're looking for my permission, peace. Like, what was that? What was I doing? Magic wand, permission granted. You don't need anybody's permission. Please put yourself first. What can be more important than your health? Right? what is that Chinese expression? I heard this when I was a kid. I think my dad told me this one. If money is lost, nothing is lost. If character is lost, something is lost. If health is lost, everything is lost. Because what do we have? What do we have if we don't have our health? You can't even take care of your parents or your daughter or your spouse if you don't take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Work will always be there. I have so many free resources for people who want to get back after a sabbatical, after a career pause. Work will always be there. But your health, please take care of yourself. I had a very serious health concern in 2021. You can't take that for granted. You just can't. Things can change overnight. So good luck. Hey Chetan, you tried the negotiation tactics, it worked, but HR are very focused. Yeah, I understand. It doesn't always work, right? Because the person on the other side can be very unpredictable. And they only want to, match what you, yeah, I get that. I totally get that. Which is where you want to focus on what you bring, which is unique, and why they should pay attention to that, right? So definitely do that. Hi, Christine. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. How is New York? Is it cold? Hey, Amit. All right. How do you handle a tough talent acquisition lead who is not willing to pay as per industry? How do you handle a tough talent acquisition lead who's not willing to pay as per industry? So when you say this, are you talking about a position or a candidate, Amit? I'm sorry, I don't quite follow because it kind of my answer would vary according to what you're saying. How do you handle a tough talent acquisition lead who is not? Okay, you're talking about. I think what you mean is. Sorry, I had to read this. This is live. Okay, this is not rehearsed. I goof up sometimes, or my brain takes a little longer. You're negotiating with someone who's a talent acquisition lead, and they are not budging. Yeah, I understand. That's exactly what I spoke about earlier with Amit and also with Chetan. So go and catch the replay just to avoid sort of repetition. And sometimes negotiation tactics work really well. Sometimes they don't because it depends how flexible is the other side and how tied up are they to the outcome. Because there is a bit of give and take. It's very healthy to have give and take. When there is only take, and no give, you have to decide, do you walk away or do you say yes? You always have a choice. But make sure you put up a fight. Make sure you do your best. You don't give up on your own. After that, it's not up to you, right? So the guide that I was talking about earlier with Chetan, you can check that out. I think that would help you as well. So yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, what do you have without health? Absolutely. Exactly. Situn. Hi, Situn. As a data scientist with 3 years of work experience in the US, with an MS degree and IIT BTech, okay, that's quite a big, long question with a massive disclaimer. I wonder where you're going with this. How much comp is reasonable to expect? I don't know, Situn. Not the best question here. You shouldn't be focused on how much with me, because that's not my job to tell you how much, because the internet search and a simple Google search will be able to tell you. Focus on the region. Literally go to Google and say how much, and then check out certain websites. If you're in the US, so you have a little bit more resources which are freely available. So check out salary.com, payscale.com, glassdoor.com. These are 3 places you can start with, but I also recommend speaking with people who are in recruiting, who will have more up-to-date information, specifically for certain roles in your target region, right? So good luck with your IIT degree and your MS. All right, fab. Hey Ritansh, what is happening? Thank you for being here. What's your take on a master's degree and if an MBA is the only answer? I've been working for 2 years and I feel like switching jobs. You can study business, you can study anything. I think business tends to be a bit broader. A master's degree in something else tends to be a bit more focused. There's no wrong answer here. I did a post a couple of days ago. I think it was yesterday. I think if any of you are currently living in or near Brussels, Belgium, probably a very small number of people, if any at all, watching me live today. I did a post yesterday talking about an organization that does world university rankings, and they're going to be organizing an event, in-person event next week with the admissions officers, with career experts and alumni. So I highly recommend, Rotansh, finding events in your area where you can meet people from all these universities, alumni, because you'll get a very good idea of what you like and what you don't like, right? And you will grow everywhere. Business degrees are broader. I have a business degree. I almost went and did another master's in something else, but I'm glad I did business because it widened my scope. Does that mean a master's in something else is a waste? No, not at all. It depends on what you want and why you want to do it. Okay. You're binge watching, Seema. This is the right kind of stuff you need to be binge watching. Netflix can wait. Yes, I just compared to Netflix. 2 years to prepare. Yeah, you don't necessarily need 2 years prepare. Yeah, you can do that at any age. You can do that I did my MBA at 29. No such hard and fast rules as such, right? I think Christine is saying if talent acquisition is offering significantly below the industry average, I'd have to walk away because, I understand, Christine, sometimes a person can feel like they don't have the privilege of walking away. I understand, especially if you've been looking for a while, if you've been looking for over a year, and you need the income. Do your best, and you have a choice. You can walk away. It is always helpful if you have another offer in hand because you have more leverage. If you don't, listen, I'm not going to be that person that just says do whatever you want and walk away. If you have others who want you, sure, do that. If others don't and you need this, I am very pragmatic. Okay, we have bills to pay, we have to put food on the table, we need money to keep lights on at night and heating on at night in winter. It's not a joke, right? In a particularly cold place like Europe or the US. So you got to do what you got to do, but I also recommend that don't just go there and suffer and feel resentful. Go there and make an exit plan. Make an exit plan, look for something better. If you get something better within 3 or 6 months, find your next step, right? Do what you got to do. And in the meantime, work on good, strong relationships, work on referrals so they can help you to, you don't do this stuff. I've said this so many times, right? Job search is not an individual sport, it's a team sport. Build your network. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And it's a network that, that you keep for life. 100%. Very good. I'm told that I'm among the few recruits to move on to the next stage of a job position as a Chinese translator at an oil and energy firm. Just after the interview, the HR said they'll get back after evaluating my file. Since Monday, I haven't heard from them, and it's now Friday. I can imagine. You must be on tenterhooks, right? No, it's not too forward. If I would say give it a week, okay? So if it was Monday, you can either you can write to them today, or you can write to them on Monday. I would say if you can, I don't know where you are, what time it is, because Friday evening following up with someone is a little bit of waste of time. So see if you can, if it's still a decent hour, people are still at the office, you can check. Otherwise, first thing Monday morning, they should check, and you can just write a quick message saying, "Hey, it's me. I just wanted to know how things are going. I'm still interested in the role. If you have an update, happy to hear from you." That's it. That's it. Okay. Did I miss anything? Ratansh, you're welcome. Listen, good luck. Good luck. Okay. Whatever you do, I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm just checking up with the other comments that I haven't missed anything. No, I haven't. All right. Fabulous. Thank you for tuning in. If you tuned in for the first time, I'm so happy you're here. And if you have any other questions, I have a couple of minutes. We can hang out. I'm here. This was in my call. This was blocked into my calendar for 30 minutes anyway. We have a couple of minutes left. So if you have anything, you want to share, something that's been bothering you, anything, I'm here for that. Also, while I'm here, a quick plug. I just had to sign up yesterday for my group coaching program, which will begin in March. I have 4 seats available. If you need help with your job search, right from end to end, right from clarity, believability, right? Those 4 pillars I have: believability with all of your career documents, your resume, your LinkedIn. What do you bring to the table? What are your strengths? All of that. To the network ability, how do you go and rekindle warm and cold contacts? What do you say to them? The marketability. How do you show up in interviews? How do you have a winning interview with the right roles that convert into offers? Because resumes need to convert into interviews. Interviews need to the right interviews, not all. The right interviews need to convert into offers. And then finally, the hireability, which is pillar number 4, which is salary negotiation. And if it doesn't reach the offer stage, if something happens, you get rejected, we find out why. Because we need to learn. If you're interested in all of these things, this is my signature program, the Job Search System. I do this in small cohorts of less than five or less than 5 people mostly. I have a cohort that ended in the beginning of Feb. A new cohort started middle of Feb. And I had a little bit more interest. And now I've started a new cohort for March. Right now, one guy has signed up. He is in Italy or Paris, and I'm looking for 4 more. There's been some interest, but interest is very different from actually signing up. I want action takers. I love working with people who are focused, determined, and it's a 12-week program. So we get a lot of results for you in 12 weeks. It's very concentrated, right? And we meet 2 times a week. So real value for money. If this is of any interest to you, check out my website, superchargeyourself.com/job search system. There'll be a link there. Go and apply. Okay. All the information is there. I'm very transparent. Everything is there. The times, the price, what it includes, it's all there. If that sounds interesting to you, go and apply. And there is a link. When you apply, there is a link for you to schedule a one-on-one with me. That one-on-one is basically to answer your questions and see, is this the right fit for you? It's not like a sales call where I sell to you and say why you need my services. That's not selling. Selling has a very bad reputation. I've had so many great salespeople on the podcast, and selling is discovery. Selling is helping, right? So this is not that type of a sales call. It is to see. And if it's not a fit, I'll tell you it's not a fit. Go take your money somewhere else and get the help you need. But if you're struggling, please get some help. Life's too short to kind of waste life and, just feel frustrated. All right. I'm off my soapbox. Yeah, Chetan. So you saw the link there, right? Hopefully you got that. superchargeyourself.com/job search system. You're at the same time that I am, Mr. Truth Gospel. Are you the guy in Nigeria? You can definitely reach out. I thought when you said China, I was like, okay, I was expecting, something like Beijing or Hong Kong. Definitely reach out to them. Got it. Good luck. How do you explain a reason for changing job? It depends on the reason, right? Depends on the reason. You want to tell them the truth, maybe not the whole truth. Maybe that's not everybody's business. All the details. You have to be careful what you say. It has to be a little bit digestible for the other side. That's all I can say. Yeah, not an easy one. All right, folks, take care. As always, it's been a pleasure. And if you've been watching, if you've been following for a while, you're sitting in the corner, come and connect with me on LinkedIn. Don't be shy. Write a little message. Say, hey, I follow you on Supercharge Friday. Just don't always be a follower. Come and connect. Okay. Let's chat in the comments, in the comments or in the messages. And yeah, if this is helpful to you and if you think someone could benefit, feel free to share this with someone. Okay. There were different timestamps. You can say, hey, towards the end, she answered this question. I think this would help you. Feel free to share. What's the point of, why keep good things to ourselves, right? Appreciate you being here. Take care. Have a lovely Friday and a lovely weekend. I would like to think it was a conversation, even though it was me blabbing and you listening. Thank you for being here, Tim. Thank you for joining live. And if you guys are catching on the replay, please write hashtag replay so I know you were here, so I can show you some love in the comments. All the best. Bye for now.